It's a girl, Olari Kekin today. I will be talking about, relationship and how that is very important to us, how having a relationship with one another is very dear to our hearts. So I'm going to take, for example, now, like when you're young, you're always looking at the relationship of your parent. It's some sort of uh, a model to what you think a relationship should be. You look at your uncles, you look at your aunties, you look at, older people, and you just think and wander away in your mind, thinking and hoping that you would have your Romeo while you are the Juliet. We all want this, picture perfect, live happily ever after relationship. But in the real world, a lot of times when we are not careful, our relationship would actually change who we are as a person. Our relationship would be our mold. So I will be talking today about what we can do, as a person, as a girl, as a woman. What can we do to just make sure that we are fine in our relationship, that we make sure that we take care of who we are as a person in a relationship. So I'm going to start by just saying, like, in a relationship, do not shrink yourself for a man in a relationship. And what I mean by that is, before you are in that relationship, you were somebody. Before you started the relationship, you might be an ambitious person. You might be someone in training. You have aspirations in life. So when you go into that relationship, do not let that relationship stop you from aspiring to do better things in life. Do not let your relationship stop your social life with your friend. Do not let your relationship stop you from having friends or from just being who you are as a person. Because when you go into a relationship, you go into a relationship with emotions. So with that, when you were on your own, you could manage your emotions, you're happy, you're doing all that. But when you go into a relationship, it's like your emotions are divided. One is for you, and the other one is for your man. So in doing that, a lot of times we don't even know that we are actually shrinking ourselves to have a man in our lives. It's good to have a man, it's good to have fun, but if it doesn't work out, where would you be? Again, I'm going to say this. In a relationship, I think you should be a better version of yourself, as you being a person of value. Meaning that before you go into a relationship, you have to know that you would attract who you are. So if you're this person that you haven't trained yourself, if you're this person that you haven't educated yourself, if you're this person that is laid back, I think it's important that before you go into a relationship, and even in the relationship, that you should be a woman of value. So that the man that you're going to be with would see that and would treat you as such. They say, show me your friend and I'm going to tell you who you are. In a way, as a woman, you have to market yourself. You see me that I'm a person of value. You see me as I am. So if I have value, you have to treat me like I mean something. You have to treat me like I am your world. You have to treat me like you love me. So it is important that we put a foot out to say that, look, I want a relationship, but would you value me in this relationship? What are you bringing to the table? If I am bringing value to the table, what are you bringing? Because a relationship is not just about love. There are so many things that make a relationship. Love is there, understanding is there, protection is there. So there's so many things that a man or a woman has to bring in the relationship. And all these things that we bring to the relationship is value. So if I am valuable, don't treat me any less as a woman. It's as simple as that. So now I'm going to say, do not give your pearls to swines. And what I mean by that is, do not give your beautiful heart to a person, to a man that would not cherish it. You are a pearl for God's sake. And what do you do to a pearl? You keep a pearl in a safe place. You protect a pearl. You love a pearl. A pearl matters because a pearl is very valuable. Like I have said earlier, do not just give your heart to a man that you know would not treasure your heart. Like you would not give yourself to a man that is irresponsible. You would not give yourself to a man that would not love you. You would not give yourself to a man that would not cater for you financially. You would not give your heart to a man that will trample on your pearl, that would not provide for you, that would treat you shabbily. It is important that before you go into a relationship, and even when you are in a relationship, that fact is made known. That I'm going to love you, but you have to love me back. Because we are pearls, because we are beautiful women and girls, we are beautiful beings. We are very dainty. So you have to treat us as such. So again, I'm going to talk about you giving your pearl to God to keep for you. It's very important because we are God's children. We are God's pearls. We are His pearls because God is supreme. We are princesses in His vineyard. So why would we allow anybody to treat us less than our Father would treat us? Like if you give your pearl to God as a young person, even as a woman in marriage, He would protect you, He would be with you, He would love you. Let's say your relationship is not working out. You give it to God. If you read Psalm 91, God would be your strength. He would protect you. Whatever you're going through, let it burn. Let it burn so that you come out as this beautiful gold with so much experience, with so much love, with that woman of value. You become more valuable. We are not going to be hopping from one person to the other. Not on this street. We're not going to be doing that because we are pearls, because we are dainty. And when you give your life to Christ and you give Him that steering to drive, He will protect you. After you must have gone through that fire, God will begin to nurture you. It would begin to instill values in you that you should love yourself first. If you don't love yourself first, how would a man love you? In a way, you have to display, your asset. You have to display your value to say, this is who I am. It's either you love me for who I am or you love me for who God says I am. Or you leave and let somebody that will cherish me come in and love me the way I'm meant to be loved. That is how a relationship should be. It should be give and take where you'd both love each other. Again, I'm going to say this. In a relationship, you should learn to beat the system. You'll be wondering why I'm saying the system. I am saying the system because the system is wired in such a way that it is not favorable for a woman. For example, if you are in a relationship now and your man decides that he doesn't want to be with you anymore, he found another girl that he wants to run away and elope with, and he leaves you on your own. Most of the time, women are left to cater for their children. What would happen to you if you don't beat the system? What do you do to beat the system? You beat the system by making sure that financially you have savings. You should have savings. You should have social network. You should have friends. You should have plans to, have fun and do things on your own. Do not be beat down by the fact that some guy does not have that value or does not have that, respect for what you are, for who you are, for that value that God has instilled in you, for that girl that you are, for that beautiful human that you are, for that ambitious person that you are, for that fun person that you are, for that humane person that you are. So you have to beat the system. Beat the system by coming out as, somebody that would not die, somebody that would leave irrespective of if your man leaves you or if he doesn't leave you. I think as girls and as women, we need to know that we have to beat the system that wants to beat us down, the system that says we have to be a certain way, the system that says if you don't have a man, you can't be somebody. Yes, you can be somebody. So in a way, all these things that I've discussed is, what makes a relationship work. And these are things that you would find your worth in. You must find your worth as a woman or a girl. You must be that person that is of value. So when you take cognizance of all these things that I have discussed, hopefully you would have a better relationship. And if it doesn't work, life goes on. Life is beautiful. Don't drown yourself because a man leaves you. Don't drown yourself because your relationship is not working. Don't drown yourself due to trauma. I'm just saying that get your power back, girls. Get your power back. And I hope this would help each and every one of us. Would incite you to just know that life is good and relationship can be very beautiful. Just know your value. Know that you're worth much more. You're the world. That you're everything. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. If you like my content, press the like button, subscribe to my channel, and make a comment. So I'll talk to you soon. Bye.